All right, so today we're gonna do our first letter, which is gonna be lowercase a, and we're also gonna do this maze. All right, so first we'll do our handwriting, then we'll do our maze. Now, if you're looking at lowercase a, it is made up of two of the strokes that we know. So if you look up here, you can see the strokes that make up lowercase a, and I'm noticing that it is a swoosh, which is like a circle, and then a straight line down, right, which is the ding. So when we draw a lowercase a, we're gonna draw, I'll do one up here. We're gonna draw a swoosh, which is a circle, and then ding, which is up and then down. Isn't that cool? So a lowercase a is made up of a swoosh and a ding. So the first thing I do is always the same. Pick up my pencil and I write my name. All right. And then I'm gonna use a marker, but you are going to use, what are you gonna use? A pencil. All right. First, we're gonna practice some swooshes, then we're gonna practice some dings. So right here, our swoosh is going to be touching the dotted line and the bottom line only. It's not gonna hang down, it's not gonna go above. So it's gonna be like a little sandwich, squished between. See how many you can put there. You can only probably put this many there. All right? So our swooshes are squished between the dotted line and the bottom line. Then our dings are from the dotted line just to the bottom line. Little straight lines. Ding, ding, ding. And right when I get to that bottom line is where I stop. Don't make it hang down below. Ding, ding. We're practicing using our lines. Ding, ding, ding. And then we try an A by ourselves. So we go swoosh, ding. And then we're gonna do the same thing again. Swoosh, swoosh. Remember, touching the dotted line, touching the bottom line. Swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And then we'll practice some dings. Ding, ding, ding. Nice and straight. They're not slanted because a slanted line is a clack, right? They're nice and straight from the dotted line to the bottom line. Dotted line to the bottom line, dotted line to the bottom line, and then practice a lowercase a by yourself. Swoosh, ding. And then you have 2 rows of a. Swoosh, ding, 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 swoosh, ding. Take your time. And then see if you can practice some up here without your lines. So we've got a swoosh and a ding, 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 a swoosh and a ding. And lowercase a has a little ding. If you put it taller, it would turn it into a D. We don't want it to look like a D. All right, press pause if you need to finish that, because I'm gonna move on to our maze. So each week when we do our letter, we're gonna do a maze also. So when we do our maze, we're gonna first start by coloring our capital letter, which is A. And A makes the sound ah. Can you make that sound? Ah. Make it again. Ah. Make it a couple times. Ah, 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 ah. That's the sound we're gonna be listening for. A can also say A, like acorn. But I think on our page today, we're just gonna say ah. So we colored our capital A, we colored our lowercase a. Then we are gonna have to make a pathway from our capital to our lowercase. So the first box that we're gonna color is gonna be one of the ones touching the A. So we've got a police officer or a cop, we've got a pig, and we've got an alligator. Which one of these three says the sound ah? Ah, 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 alligator. So that'll be our first step of our maze. We'll color our alligator, and we're just gonna color the whole entire box in. All right, the next space has to touch the alligator. So we've got pig or astronaut. Ah, 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 astronaut. Our maze is always, each box is gonna be touching the next box. So it has to be a pathway. All right, then we've got some choices here. We've got pig or ant. Ah, 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 ant. All right, what do you think is next? Are you listening for the sound ah? Is it gonna be map or is it gonna be apple? Ah, ah, apple. All right, then we've got cop or axe. And we're listening for the sound ah. So it would be ah, ah, axe. And then check it out. Sometimes pictures are gonna repeat on our maze. We already know that we colored the alligator, so the next one is going to be the alligator. And we already know that we colored the ant over here, so we know that the next one will be the ant. And then, oh, we already know that we did the apple too. There's an apple. So we know the next one's gonna be the apple. And then the last one, look it's another astronaut. So this astronaut was flying. This astronaut is standing on maybe Mars. So we know that it's gonna be the astronaut. And then when we're done, we're gonna do something that's a little bit fun and tricky. It's called reading our maze. Reading our maze. So I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna give you a chance to do it. So A says ah, alligator, astronaut, ant, apple, axe, alligator, ant, apple, astronaut. A says ah. See if you can do that by yourself. See if you can do that by yourself. Read your maze, say A says ah, and then point to each picture and say the word out loud. And then when you're done, you can say A says ah. All right, good job. See if you can read your maze to an adult. Ooh, tricky.